If somebody is the real architect of our society, then it's woman. Woman is the best creation of God. Hari Om to each and everyone. This is Amrita Patnaik standing before you all to present the video on the occasion of National Women Day. This day celebrates the power of women, their rights and role in our daily life. This also marks the birth anniversary of Sarojini Naidu. Now let's call Samya Swai of 8C to say something more about Sarojini Naidu.
Hello and good morning. Myself Samya Swai of Standard 8C. Today on the auspicious birth anniversary of Sarojini Naidu, I am going to deliver a speech. Sarojini Naidu was born on February 13, 1879 in Hyderabad. Her father, Dr. Agornath Chattopadhyay, was a scientist, philosopher and educator. He founded the Nizam College of Hyderabad. Her mother, Varada Sundari Devi, was a poetess in the Bengali language. One of his brothers, Virendranath Chattopadhyay, played the key role in establishing the Berlin Committee. He was heavily influenced by communism. Her second brother, Harindranath Chattopadhyay, was a renowned poet and a successful playwright. Her sister, Sunalini Devi, was a dancer and actress. Since childhood, Sarojini was a very bright and intelligent child. She was proficient in multiple languages. Her father wanted Sarojini to become a mathematician or scientist, but young Sarojini was attracted to poetry. She applied her prodigious literary skills to write a 1300 lines long poem in English, The Lady of the Lake. Impressed with Sarojini's skill of expressing emotions with appropriate words, Dr. Chattopadhyay encouraged her works. At the age of 16, she had the opportunity to meet prominent English authors like Arthur Simon and Edmund Gosse, who inspired her to write on themes relevant to India. They advised Sarojini to seek inspiration from India's natural beauty, religion, pluralism, and the essence of the country's social. Sarojini met Muthiala Govindarajulu Naidu, a South Indian and non-Brahmin physician, while she was studying in England and fell in love. Her marriage was not a very happy one. They had 4 children. Sarojini Naidu was the first woman governor of Uttar Pradesh. On 2nd March 1949, Sarojini Naidu died at Lucknow. Her childhood residence in Nampally was bequeathed to the University of Hyderabad by her family, and it was christened as the Golden Threshold after Naidu's 1905 publication. The university renamed its School of Fine Arts and Communication as Sarojini Naidu School of Arts and Communication. That's all for my speech, and thank you.
Thank you, Samya. We are proud to be a part of this blessed country. Everyone at some point in their life needs some kind of inspiration to move forward. Now I would like to request Principal Ma'am to enlighten on this day.
Hari Om and good morning. I welcome everybody on the occasion of National Women's Day, which is celebrated in India on 13th February each year, which marks the birth anniversary of Sarojini Naidu. We all are more aware of International Women's Day, which happens to be on 8th March. We know less about our National Women's Day. National Women's Day is celebrated on the birth anniversary each year of Sarojini Naidu because she makes every woman of India proud by her contribution to the nation, to the world of literature. She was a great woman leader, and she symbolizes women's emancipation during a time when Indian women did not know even the world outside. So we will know more about Sarojini Naidu further in this video. So I congratulate all the women power of this nation, including myself, on this occasion, the women who contribute a lot towards the development of the nation, right from inside the family till the space. Everywhere you will find the presence of a woman. I congratulate all the girl children of my Vidyalaya. Girls, be proud to have taken birth of a girl child, and always dream very high. You can, you must, and you will. National Women's Day, as I said already, is observed on 13th February in India, and which is the birthday of Sarojini Naidu, the Nightingale of India, the Cuckoo of India. This title was given to her by Mahatma Gandhi himself because of her poetic excellence. In those days, she wrote powerful poems in English. She had been the symbol of women emancipation during the time when Indian women had lost her dignity and position. Sarojini Naidu was an important figure in India's struggle for independence. Her contribution towards India before and after independence makes every woman proud. Not only she was a leader, great political leader, she also contributed in drafting Indian Constitution. She was a great poet. So her poetic power, her being a great leader, that makes every woman of this country proud. That's why her birthday is celebrated as National Women's Day. Her great literary excellence adds color to her greatness as a leader. So all women feel proud to know about her, to think about her, and feel great to celebrate National Women's Day on her birthday. Sarojini Naidu was an embodiment of grace, elegance, beauty and compassion. All these qualities are reflected in her poetry. Her political career that began and it ended suddenly when she died of heart attack. So about that political career, you will come to know, you will read. So being a poet actually, which came naturally to Sarojini Naidu. The story runs like that. Once when she was 12 years old, her father asked her to solve a sum of mathematics. She was not interested in mathematics and father got angry. So father closed her inside a room and asked her, until you solve all these sums, you cannot come out. And after few hours, when the door was opened and Sarojini Naidu's copy, the father checked, then he found that Sarojini Naidu has written a beautiful poem instead of solving the sums. Then her father that day realized the quality of Sarojini Naidu. So he never forced her to solve sums and he allowed her to write poems. Thus Sarojini Naidu became a poem. Edmund Gross, an English poet, says about Sarojini Naidu, Naidu was a genuine Indian poet, not an imitator of English classics. She never imitates an English poets. It is her own genuinity. She was extremely creative. Her poetry was excellent. She was one of the outstanding women of her generation, a gifted poet. She had commendable metrical skill to write poems, an admirable mastery of sonorous English and lyrical gifts of a high order. Her poetry revealed the glamour, the emotions and the mysticism of India. Her poems filled the hearts of Indians even today. In the poem, the village songs, she writes, honey child, whither are you going? Would you cast your jewels all to the bridges blowing? Would you leave the mother who on golden grain has fed you? Would you grieve the lover who is riding forth to wed you? So with a beautiful setting of a village, she writes this poem. All her poems that we have also taught children for last so many years, one poem of Sarojini Naidu definitely is included in our syllabus. Children, I would all suggest those who have had interest in poetry, definitely read Sarojini Naidu's poetry. the bazaars of Hyderabad, the palanquin bearer to India, filled with an emotional feeling of all around, whatever she sees from all around her. From there the topics she takes and she writes a poem very easily. And her love for the country is incomparable. So let's dedicate this day to the great women of this country and learn a lot from her life. A beautiful woman who represents all of us. Let's be proud of Sarojini Naidu. So this day, Women's Day, National Women's Day, it is dedicated to the women in order to show us, to empower us and to show us that we are equal, having equal status in the society and we can achieve everything. Only thing is that we should develop that beautiful confidence in ourselves. We should never think that anything is impossible for us because we are women. It is not. The moment we increase the self-confidence, that moment we can do everything. So again, congratulations to all the women of this nation, and let's be proud of Sarojini Naidu, proud of ourselves. Thank you everybody. Hari Om.
Thank you, ma'am, for your knowledgeable and inspiring speech. Sarojini Naidu, also known as the Nightingale of India, was a great poet. She was an extremely intelligent child with fluent in 5 languages, and she wrote poems from her early age. Some of her well-known poems are Awake, Village, Indian Love Song, etc. Now let's enjoy the poem recitations by our friends.
Hari Om. Today, on the occasion of Sarojini Naidu, the Nightingale of India's birthday, I am here to recite one of her poems, The Village Song. This poem shows Indian motherhood and an approach by an Indian girl to her marriage. The entire poem talks about the dialogues between an Indian mother and her daughter regarding her marriage. And the poem goes like this. Honey child, oh whither are you going? Would you cast your jewels all to the breezes blowing? Would you leave the mother who on golden grain has fed you? Would you grieve the lover who is coming forth to wed you? O mother mine, to the wild forest I am going, where upon the champa bugs, the champa birds are blowing. To the coil-haunted river isles, where lotus lilies glisten, the voices of the fairy folk are calling me, oh listen. Honey child, the world is full of pleasure, of bridal songs and cradle songs and sandal-scented leisure. Your bridal robes are in the loom, silver and saffron glowing. Your bridal cakes are on the hearth, oh whither are you going? The bridal songs and cradle songs are cantances of sorrow, the laughter of sun today, the wind of death tomorrow. Far sweeter sounds the forest notes, where forest streams are falling. Oh mother mine, I cannot stay, the fairy folk are calling. Oh mother mine, I cannot stay, the fairy folk are calling. Thank you.
Hari Om. I, Shreya Parida, of Standard 6B, will be telling the poem Song of a Dream by Dr. Sarojini Naidu. Before I start my poem, I will be telling something about the poem. Song of a Dream reflects the natural human desire to exist in a paradise devoid of evil. Furthermore, the fact that truth, love and peace exist as tangible objects. With the dream highlights the drive to make the real world mirror our fantasies. Song of a Dream. Once in the dream of a night I stood, lone in the light of a magical wood. Soul deep in visions that poppy-like sprang, and the spirit of truth were the bird that sang, and spirit of love were the stars that glow, and spirit of peace were the streams that flow. In that magical wood in the land of sleep, in that magical wood in the land of sleep. Lone in the light of a magical group, I felt the spirit of stars of love gather and gleam around my delicate youth, and I heard the song of the spirits of truth. To quench my longing, I bent me low by the streams of the spirits of peace that flow. In that magical world in the land of flip, in that magical world in the land of slip. Thank you.
बचपन से उन्होंने कविता लिखना शुरू किया और अपनी कविताओं से सबका दिल जीत लिया जी हाँ, मैं बात कर रहा हूँ सरोजिनी नायडू जी की, जिनको हम भारत की कोकिला के नाम से भी जानते हैं। और आज मैं अक्षत सिंह आप सभी को उनके इस जन्मदिन के अवसर पर उनके ऊपर एक छोटी सी कविता सुनाने जा रहा हूँ। आओ हम सब नमन करें उस भारत की आवाज को, वंदन व अभिनंदन कर ले हिंद को किला ताज को, वंदन व अभिनंदन कर ले हिंद को किला ताज को। भारत माँ ने अपनी कोख से कवित्री को जन्म दिया, नाम सरोजिनी नायडू देकर देश का ऊंचा नाम किया। शीश झुकाऊं आकर सब कोई भारत माँ के राज को, वंदन व अभिनंदन कर ले हिंद को किला ताज को, वंदन व अभिनंदन कर ले हिंद को किला ताज को। हैदराबाद की पावन धरती पर था आपने जन्म लिया और अपने प्रिय कर्तव्यों से माता पिता को धन्य किया। आत्मा के प्रति नमन करूं हर ताज को, वंदन व अभिनंदन कर ले हिंद को किला ताज को, वंदन व अभिनंदन कर ले हिंद को किला ताज को। माता आपकी वरदा सुंदरी, पिता अघोरनाथ जी थे, धर्म के प्रति थे सभी धार्मिक, आदर्श आपके राम जी थे। जीवन आपका अति सरल, नमन उसी अंदाज को, वंदन व अभिनंदन कर ले हिंद को किला ताज को।
Good morning to all my respected principal, teachers and my dear friends. Today I, Gaurav Chakravarti of Standard 4A, like to present you a poem which is written by famous poet Sarojini Naidu. A cradle song by Sarojini Naidu. Sarojini Naidu was called the Nightingale of India. She was a famous poet. She was a great freedom fighter. The poem which I am going to recite today is a cradle song which is used to put babies to sleep and to bring them sweet dreams. The poem goes this way. From groups of skies over fields of rice, at word the lotus deep, I bring for you a gleam with you, a little lovely dream. So shut your eyes, the wildfire flies, dance through the fairy ring from the poppy board. For you I stole a little lovely dream. Rise, good night in golden light, the stars around you gleam. On you I praise, with soft carries, a little lovely dream. Thank you.
Hari Om, and a very good morning to my respective teachers and my dear friends. My name is Sunny. Today is the National Women's Day, and today is also the birthday of Mrs. Sarojini Naidu. Mrs. Sarojini Naidu was an Indian political activist and poetess. She is famously known as Nightingale of India because of the beautiful poem that she wrote. Her birthday is celebrated as National Women's Day. So now I am going to recite the poem which was written by Mrs. Sarojini Naidu. It is the last poem in the first section of the Broken Wing entitled Songs of Life and Death. It is dedicated to Muhammad Ali Jinnah, who was a trusted friend of Sarojini Naidu. It was recited at the Indian National Congress, Mumbai in 1950. So now I will recite the poem. Waken, O mother! Waken, O mother! Thy children implore thee! Thy children implore thee! Who kneel in thy presence to serve and adore thee? The night is a flash with a dream of the morrow. The night is a flash with a dream of the morrow. Why still dost thou sleep in thy bondage of sorrow? Why still dost thou sleep in thy bondage of sorrow? Awaken and sever the wounds that enthrall us, and hallow our hands for the dreams that call us. Are we not thine, O beloved, to inherit? Are we not thine, O beloved, to inherit the manifold pride and power of thy spirit? Never shall we fail thee, forsake thee, or falter, whose hearts are thy home and thy self and thine altar. Look, we would thrill the high stars with thy story. Look, we would thrill the high stars with thy story, and set thee again in the forefront of glory. And set thee again in the forefront of glory. Hindus, Mother, the flowers of our worship had crowned thee. Parsis, Mother, the flame of our hope shall surround thee. Musalmans, Mother, the sword of our love shall defend thee. Christians, Mother, the song of our faith shall attain thee. All creeds, shall not our dauntless devotion avail thee? Here King, O Queen and O Goddess, we hail thee. Again, I am wishing you all a very, very happy Women's Day. Thank you.
Hari Om. Good morning. Today I am going to recite a poem, The Gift of India, which is written by the Nightingale of India, Sarojini Naidu. This poem was written in 1915 by the Indian poet, politician and freedom fighter Sarojini Naidu. It is a tribute to the contribution of Indian soldiers in World War I, which is overlooked in the vast expanse of the war's history. These selfless sacrifices of Indian soldiers for the Western agitation are captured in Naidu's poem, The Gift of India. Is there aught you need that my hands withhold, which gifts of raiment, or grain or gold? Lo, I have flung to the east and the west priceless treasures torn for my breast, and yielded the sons of my stricken womb to the drum beats of the duty, these sabers of doom, gathered like pearls in their alien waves, silent they sleep in their Persian waves, scattered like shells on Egyptian sands, they lie with pale brows and brave broken hands. They are strewn like blossoms, mown down by chance on the blood-brown meadows of Flanders and France. Can you measure the grief of the tears I weep, or compass the oath, the watch I keep, or the pride that thrills through my heart despair, and the hope that comforts the anguish of prayer? And past that glorious vision I see of the torn red banners of victory, when the terror and tumult of hate shall cease, and life be refashioned on anvils of peace. And your love shall offer memorial thanks to the comrades who fought on the dauntless ranks, and you honor the deeds of the deathless ones. Remember the blood of the martyred sons. Jai Hind.
Thank you to all our friends for the beautiful poems. Now let's call Shrutika Swain of Standard 2 for playing the role of Sarojini Naidu.
Hello and good morning, my dear teachers and all my dear friends. My name is Shrutika Swain. I study in class 2B. Today I I am playing the role of Sarojini Naidu. I was born on 13th February 1879 in Hyderabad. My father's name is Aghornath and my mother's name is Bharat Sundari Devi. I started writing poems at the age of 12 years. So people call me as Nightingale of India. I also went jail during Quit India movement. I was the first woman state governor of independent India. My birthday is celebrated as National Women's Day every year. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you.
Thank you, little girl. Let's spend some time to think about all the love and care that we have received from all women and show them our heartfelt appreciation. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day. Hari Om.